Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Robertson Center here on the campus of Southwestern University in Georgetown, Texas. Game 2 in our SAA doubleheader between the visiting Rhodes College Lynx and your Southwestern University Pirates. Southwestern women incredibly impressive in Game 1, victorious 73-39 early. They got off to a roaring start in the first quarter and never looked back. But it's going to be a tall test for first-year head coach Matt Strike's men. They're taking on the top team in the SAA conference rankings. Rhodes, 17-3 overall, 8-1 in conference, and they are 7-1 on the road. Coming in off an impressive one-point victory Friday night down in San Antonio over Trinity, beat the Tigers 76-75. Rhodes has won 8 in a row, and they will take the opening tip. The Lynx in the white, trimmed in cardinal and black. Pirates in the home black with the white numerals and white trim. Zoe Goodson, head coach of the men from Memphis, immediately trying to go to work underneath. Hatcher will end up with it. Strangely enough, Phil Dodson, the leading scorer in the conference, averaging better than 20 points a game, not in the starting lineup tonight for the Lynx. We'll have to keep an eye on number 3, the senior from Memphis, out of Collierville High School, but he is not in the starting 5. He's dealt with some injury issues this year. Gomez drops that one in, and Pirates strike first. Southwestern coming in off a very difficult loss on Friday night. They fell 72-69 to Millsaps here at home. Trying to bounce back against one of the top teams, the top team in conference. Aiden Lewis led the way on Friday. Lewis, a career-high 27 points for the Floridian, also 8 boards. He is averaging over 17 points a game in conference play. Anakpane held to a season-low 6 points in that loss. The Pirates trying to get Shobi back on. And without further ado, I welcome in, well, the reason you're listening, the one, the only, Jordan McClure-Williams. Jordan, said it, tough loss Friday. How did the Pirates bounce back against the top team in conference?
You know, I think that we just, as a team, need to get some more boards. Keep giving ourselves opportunities. I mean, even right there, offensive board, another offensive board off of a block. I mean, just keep getting boards. I think that's the one thing Matt Strike told his boys is that's the one category they cannot beat us in is the boards.
Well, to your point, they were out-rebounded 51-31 on Friday against Millsaps as Shobi, the show Anakpane, drops it in. And the Pirates on top, 4-0 early. A good sign there if Anakpane is back to his usual self. Leads the Pirates over 17 points a game, does the Midland native. Off the mark, rebound coming in. The 3-ball that time. Maddox takes it in, and Maddox will finish at the cup. The sophomore out of North Little Rock, Central Arkansas Christian product. There's a definite size advantage for the Lynx. You look at across 6'6", 6'6", 6'6" for Jones, Dempsey, and Huxtable. Rhodes certainly look to be using that to their advantage. Hatcher, he has size at 6'5", takes it in. Looking for Mills, couldn't get it. In transition. Jones. He's going to lay it off from the corner. And the 3, Maddox unable to knock it down. Pirates fell to the Lynx 89-56 back on January the 18th, Mallory Gymnasium in Memphis. They're looking for a huge victory today at home. Lewis with the miss. Pirates currently 5th in the SAA standings. They're right above Millsaps at 4-6. And after that 1-point win Friday at Trinity, Rhodes atop the conference standings at 8-1. Trinity right behind them at 8-2. The foul is going to be on Maddox. Contact with Sam Maddox as Zach Gomez, the junior out of New Braunfels, to the ground. That's the first foul on Maddox and the first team foul on the Lynx. Gomez off the inbounds, pulls up, off the side of the iron. Dempsey with the board. Southwestern has a team averaging 73 points a game. Rhodes at almost 82. They're a high-scoring team. They move quickly, like to shoot the three, and to mention the size they have. Jones Jr. lost it. Here comes Lewis, has Hatcher in transition. Hatcher lays it up. 6-2 Pirates. Hatcher's dealt with injuries. The senior out of Houston Stratford. Need him to have a big game as well, particularly with the size of the Lynx. It's going to stay in. Lewis there. Anakpene blocked. Jones, the 6'6 junior forward out of Maryland, got a piece of it. And a timeout taken, 15:48 remaining in the first half. 6-2, Pirates off to a great start. Southwestern 3 of 8 from the field. Rhodes just 1 of 7. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors, Don Hewitt Chevrolet, Airmark Food and Facility Services, Rudy's Barbecue, Double Dave's Pizza, Frost Bank, Texas Honey Ham, Rivery Coffee, Fairfield Inn and Residence Inn, Ideal Signs, Frontier Bank, Syntex Shirts and Embroidery, Jeremiah's Italian Ice, and Higginbotham Insurance. Thanks to all for their continued support of Southwestern University Athletics. Jordan, we mentioned that game at Southwestern lost in Memphis earlier. Pirates just 56 points. That was their lowest scoring output of the season, but it really came down to the boards. You mentioned the importance. They were out-rebounded 52-37 in that one.
Yeah, Millsaps just kept giving themselves opportunities to get more points and draw out more fouls, and Pirates did not quite take advantage of that. I mean, we were up here, we saw it. Millsaps, 3 offensive boards, back to back to back. I think the Pirates just need to be more aggressive in the paint. Grab the ball, shoot the ball, make the ball. Simple game.
Don't complicate it. Rhodes, they've won 8 in a row, including that win over Southwestern in Memphis. Their last loss, that came against Millsaps, I should say, on the 1st, early in January. The 3rd, they fell to the majors 81-70. Just their 2nd loss of the season. Well, and they've only lost once on the road this year. That was a non-conference loss way back at the end of February. They fell at WashU in St. Louis. It's one of the top teams, 94-78, the final there. And Pirates know they have their hands full, and they're off to a great start. The early lead here. Anakpene. Mills unable to secure the rebound. Again, the Lynx like to run at any given opportunity, but very slow start, just 1 of 8 from the field for the visitors. Southwestern 3 of 9. Southwestern winning the rebounding battle 9-4 early on as well. Pirates with 4 offensive rebounds. Speaking to your point, Jordan. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Looking inside, Gomez off his foot, and it'll stay with Rhodes. Just 6 seconds on the shot clock. Sawyer Batts coming on, taking over for Gomez. Batts, the talented freshman out of Parish Episcopal up in the Metroplex. Bennett to inbound. Just able to get it in the nick of time. Fired up from 3. Off the mark there from Dotson. The senior from Memphis is on. Didn't start. The man who leads the conference at 20 points a game. Anakpene into the trees, no whistle, a lot of contact. Dempsey back to Lombard, off the mark, another miss. Rhodes 1 of 10 from the field to start this one. Not how Coach Zoe Goodson drew it up. Anakpene. Hatcher one further. Batts. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Pirates need to move quickly. Hatcher pulls up a long 3. Oh, in and out. That was halfway down, but the putback by Mills. Bennett at the edge of the paint. Anakpene well defended by Shobi. Now Anakpene in transition. Pirates slowing things down just a bit. Looking for Mills. Mills able to keep it in and wisely throws it off of Lombard, the former strict Jesuit man, the Houstonian back in his home state. As Pirates make a few changes, Kevin Williamson, the freshman from Austin, comes on. Dre Moss on as well, and Gomez, a late substitution, adding to the trio. Lewis into the paint, tough shot, able to finish. Lewis coming off that career high 27 points on Friday. Dotson, a little floater. Moss with the rebound. Right now, just 2 offensive rebounds. Rhodes not getting second chance opportunities. That's a credit to Southwestern. Gomez knocked away into the hand of Dotson. Has a man with him. Jasek. Pirates wanted the offensive foul. Instead, it's going to be on Williamson, his first, and the first team foul. That'll send Jasek, the Aurora, Illinois product, to the line.
I think both teams right there just thought it was going to be an inbound foul. Rhodes was fighting for the shooting foul. Here it is right here.
They'll get him. A team that's 65% from the free throw line, as the season is. Jasek, just 48% free throw shooter. Takes advantage. 10-4, Pirates on top. Again, Rhodes just 1 of 12 from the field to start things off. Moss. Lewis with the putback, won't go. Lewis, another opportunity. And it's a held ball. Nicely done there from Mason Bennett, the junior out of Canton, Georgia. The arrow will keep it with the Pirates. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 7 minutes in. Lewis unable to keep that one in the front court, and those are the kind of mistakes, even with a good start, you just can't make against a team like Rhodes.
Not at all. Rhodes, I mean, any mistake that the Pirates make, Rhodes is going to pick up on that.
Bennett trying to get around Neil Franco. Franco, the Massachusetts native, out of bounds. Franco had a stellar game against Millsaps in that loss. Franco, 4 threes. Did his job coming off the bench. Some huge buckets. Pressure being applied by the Lynx. Franco driving in. Nearly stolen away. Out to Gomez, the long 3. Gomez has it.
Can't leave him open, Kit.
Pirates' first 3-pointer made in 3 attempts. Dotson, that's the man you have to keep an eye on. 20 points a game. Takes it right to the rack. Franco the other way. Pirates turn it over. Here come the Lynx in transition. Lombard and 1. Trevor Lombard, the junior from Houston, out of Shrake Jesuit, heading to the line. But first, the timeout. Williamson picking up his second. 11:42 remaining in the first half. 13-8, Southwestern on top. But Rhodes starting to find their footing after a very slow start for the Lynx.
Yeah, sorry, I was distracted.
Jordan has a lot of things going on. She is the assistant director of athletic communications and marketing. And Jordan, I must say, I'm so thrilled to have you on these broadcasts with me, because literally you have your computer open, you have your phone open, you're looking at scores, you have so many things going on. I have trouble doing one thing well. You can do 3 or 4, and I'm not angry. I'm just impressed.
I mean, I can definitely multitask. Can I do it well is the question. We'll see. Crossover season just started, so we're just getting there.
The most difficult time of the year for anyone in athletic communications. Winter sports still in. Spring sports have started. A ton for you to do. But Southwestern, I mean, turning our sights to the court, you couldn't ask for a much better start.
No, absolutely not. I mean, the Pirates need to get – I mean, they came out hot, and they need to stay hot. This is one of the teams that Rhodes is never going to give up. They're going to play a full game start to finish. Pirates need to keep up that momentum and stay with them.
The reason I'm thrilled to have you on these broadcasts, you were a star basketball player. Your key to this game was rebound. Southwestern right now winning the rebounding battle 15-6.
It's an impressive start.
But you said it. This is a Rhodes team. They're not going to go away quietly, and they've started to find a bit of momentum. They will have Lombard at the line attempting his first free throws. Lombard, third on this team, averaging just over 11 points a game. A 65% free throw shooter is the Houstonian. No trouble there. 4-point game, 13-9. Lewis, after a quick break, they need to keep the star from Pensacola, Florida, as fresh as they can. Comes off. Franco back to the bench for Southwestern. Sawyer Jones, junior from Maryland, back on for the Lynx as well. Excuse me, Sean Jones, rather. Dotson defending his opposite number, Gomez. Gomez trying to get free. Mills driving in. Luke Mills with the bucket for the San Antonian man. Mills always brings the energy, the intensity. That time saw the opportunity and took it. Jones. Kicked out. Mason Bennett for 3. The first made three-point attempt in 5 tries for the Lynx. Lewis. Deep in the paint. Couldn't finish. Won't get another opportunity. Bennett taking it himself. Bennett. Mills eventually able to secure the rebound, and that's what the Pirates need from the former Reagan Rattler to stand tall in the paint. Three-point game, just about halfway through the opening 20 minutes. Hatcher. Off the glass, what a difficult shot. Beautiful finish from Luke Hatcher. Pirates back to a 5-point lead. Dotson. Bats defending, able to find Bennett. Underneath. And nowhere to go for Dempsey, but the senior from Marietta, Georgia, bailed out. As Gomez picks up his first and the third-team foul.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Kit, but I think I heard that smack all the way up here in the broadcasting booth.
I did indeed. We have headphones on.
What a steal from Anak Panay.
Shobi the other way. Couldn't finish. Oh, what a putback slam from Aiden Lewis. The super soft, always impressive. Dotson lost it. Hatcher. And Luke's got it. Pirates happy to run, and a timeout taken by Zoe Goodson of Rhodes. 9:22 remaining in the half. 21-12. Pirates' largest lead in the game thus far.
Might be a 30-second timeout, but the Pirates got to keep this momentum. The energy's good in the gym. Momentum's with the Pirates. We just have to keep this going.
Pirates 10 of 22, better than 45% from the field. Conversely, The Lynx just 25%, 4 of 16. Neither team shooting particularly well from beyond the arc. Lynx 1 of 5, Southwestern 1 of 3. But the rebounding battle, as we mentioned early on, firmly in favor of the Pirates, 17-7. Again, take this quick opportunity. Remind you, if you've not already, to download the Southwestern Athletics mobile app. And while you're at it, just go ahead and subscribe and like our YouTube channel. We know many of you have, and we very much appreciate that support. And back to the action, just over 9 minutes remaining in the half. Pirates taking a page out of the women's book. They have come out on fire. The women did so earlier and led them to their victory. Women 24 points in the first quarter, and they never looked back. Dotson stolen away by Lewis. And it's going to be a foul on Sean Jones Jr. It's actually, going to be on Trevor Lombard. His first and the second team foul. So far, Pirates doing a great job of keeping the conference's leading scorer, Phil Dotson, under wraps. Dotson just 2 points. And over 10 minutes already in the books here. Hatcher likes the matchup, spinning, tough shot, and he will draw the foul. Luke heading to the line to shoot 2. Jack Dempsey, a senior from Marietta, Georgia, picking up his first and the third team foul. Pirates 59% from the stripe this season. That has been an issue for them, the free throw shooting, Hatcher, he is just 37%. Jordan, you and I were talking about this before the game. That's been one of the major issues, leaving points at the line.
Yeah, we were talking about it. It is called a free throw. Free points. For some reason, it is the Achilles, what is that called?
Achilles heel. You're right.
Of the entire team. Not just 1 or 2 players. It is the entire team.
Bennett, oh, nice shot. Taking that in. Mason Bennett able to respond. Right you are. Free throw shooting has been the issue. And in tight games, it often comes down to just that. 8 minutes remaining here in the first half. Pirates leading by as many. Franco, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Anakpane for 3. Shobi's got it. Great ball movement, and Shobi makes the Lynx pay. Jones. Help coming in. Sam Maddox electing to pull it out. Now Bennett with a little floater. Nice stroke for Mason Bennett. He's starting to heat up. Bennett now 7 points to lead Rhodes. Michael Wilson, the 6'6" freshman, another Memphis native on. And the Pirates will turn it over. 7:05 remaining in the first half. 25-16, Southwestern on top.
Kit, you mentioned that the one loss Rhodes has is 2 Millsaps. Guess what the rebounding was in that game?
I'm going to hazard a guess very much in favor of the Majors.
Majors 50. The Lynx 35.
There you go. That's it. Win the battle of the boards, and you have a very good chance of coming away victorious.
It does make a difference.
It does indeed. Right you are. Again, Southwestern, just one more home game after today. Mark your calendars. They will be at home to take on none other than Trinity Saturday, February the 21st here at the Robertson Center. That's the last home game, last time to see the Pirates this year. We'll have another doubleheader, the women at 2, men at 4. Make sure you join us. And this year the conference tournament will be in Mount Berry, Georgia, hosted by Berry College. So Pirates, right now, they're in position. They're in the top 6. You need to stay in the top 6 if you're going to make the tournament. Southwestern currently in 5th at 4 and 6, but need to be careful because Millsaps and Oglethorpe right behind them at 3 and 6 in conference.
Yeah, it's honestly going to come down to these last 4 games. And I mean, like you mentioned, the last home game for the Pirates is against Trinity. They are second in conference as of now. I guess technically tied first.
And let's be honest, it's Trinity. Come on now.
I mean, with the team we're playing right now, top 2 teams in the conference are 2 of our last 4 games.
It has definitely been a difficult end to this first year in the Southern Athletic Association for Pirates basketball. Out of bounds, too far in front of Wilson, the intended target, the freshman out of Evangel Christian School in Memphis. He just couldn't get to it. Southwestern continuing to keep the pressure on here. 6:45 remaining in the half. Mills. Franco back on. And Nakpane off the glass. What a finish from Shobi over Lombard. Quickly the other way. Maddox responds with a 3. This is a Rhodes team. If they get hot, they can knock them down. They can shoot the 3 as well as anybody. Southwestern very well aware of that. Trying to keep the pressure on. Nakpane unable to find Mills. Instead goes to Franco. Kicked out Lewis, 3 from the corner. Well short, gets his own rebound. Now Sawyer bats. Battle for the board. Mills comes up with it. Ton of contact, but no whistle as Mills ends up on the deck. Mills battling with Bennett. What a sequence there from Luke Mills. On one end, fighting for the rebound. On the other, diving on the deck. He will be charged with the foul, his first. But that's what Luke Mills brings. I mean, you see the big wrap on his right shoulder. It's a little smaller than it has been. That's good news. Maybe progressively getting better.
We'll see at the next game.
Pirates have dealt with a lot of injuries this year.
Too many.
Yeah, without the services of Zach Sugars. He's been out with a knee injury. Nakpane battling a knee injury of his own. He's not been 100%.
You have Hatcher, knee injury. You mentioned Mills, shoulder. I don't think there's one Pirate down there that does not have tape somewhere.
Well, it's that point in the season. Thought about taking that, did Maddox, instead driving in, and Maddox, nice work getting to the hoop and finishes as it's a 6-point game. That's where the Pirates need to be careful. 5 minutes remaining in the half. They have dominated this first half. Southwestern leading by as many as 11, but now just a 6-point lead. Lewis, oh my. Sometimes there are just no words. You need to be here in person. The super soft from the Florida Panhandle is, I said it Friday, he's a hold your breath player. When the ball is in his hands, that's kind of all you can do. Dotson, unable to knock down the 3. Another rebound for Mills and the Pirates, continuing to dominate the glass. You know, Lewis playing with confidence, coming off that career-high 27-point performance. As Gomez, step back 3, nothing but net. Quick response. 4 minutes remaining here in half number 1. 32-23 Pirates. Tough shot there, off the mark and rebounded by Cass Ramberg, the senior from Minneapolis. Oh my, what a shot. Give full credit to Maddox. Maddox falling away and somehow hits the baseline floater.
That's one of those, did that just happen? Did I just witness that?
Let's be honest, there's not really any way you defend that one.
Yeah, there's nothing any Pirate could have done.
Timeout taken, 3:39 remaining in the half, and take the opportunity to, again, thank our sponsors, Double Dave's Pizza, Frost Bank, Don Hewitt Chevrolet, and Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services. Big thanks for their continued support of Southwestern University athletics. Well, Southwestern remembers that game in Memphis, and they are not losing the rebounding battle. In fact, they're winning it 20-10, doing what they need to do. And right now, just 2 offensive rebounds for the Lynx. They're not getting second chance opportunities.
That's exactly what the Pirates need to keep doing. The more chances you give these Lynx, the more they're going to take advantage of it.
And to your point, they were shooting less than 10% from the field very early on. Now they have bumped up to almost 44%. Has Rhodes. Do you know a good team that you can't keep them down for long? And this is a very important 3.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Southwestern needs to keep the pressure on, need to keep this lead going into halftime.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting because, you know, Southwestern is a second half comeback team. How are we going to react coming out of the locker rooms at halftime if we're in the lead?
In all games this season combined, Jordan, the Pirates have scored almost 100 more points in the second half than they have in the first. That is a huge difference.
That's a crazy stat.
Think about that. In 21 games, the Pirates have scored 714 points total in the first half of games this season. They have scored 812 in the second half. 98-point difference.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. You're playing the top team in the conference. You're leading going in. How are they going to finish and keep up the momentum?
Hatcher. Oh, couldn't find Moss. Hatcher's driving baseline. He was cut off, and Hatcher immediately comes up. Not what he was looking for there, as Moss will come off. Sawyer bats back on. Now a golden opportunity for the Lynx. And Phil Dotson. Dotson around the screen that time of Jackson Njoga. Njoga, the big 6'5" senior out of New Jersey. We'll stay with the Lynx. First time we've seen Njoga. Definitely has some size, does number 32 in white. Huxtable on as well, the Sydney, Australia native by way of Montverde Academy, the powerhouse in Florida. Dotson off the glass, finishes over bats. Five-point game. It's a huge possession here from Southwestern. Lynx starting to get a bit of momentum. Bats from the corner. In and out. Gomez swooped in for the rebound. Bats another opportunity. And he's got it. Made the most of the second chance, did Sawyer Bats.
Offensive foul called. Aiden Lewis on the after the buzzer. Basket counted though, everybody.
That is the important thing. The basket did
count.
indeed. And then Lewis whistled with the offensive foul, just his first and the 5th foul on the Pirates. Now Mills back on, taking the place of Hatcher. Back to an 8-point Pirate lead. From way downtown. And Jones unable to hold on to the rebound. That was Sam Maddox from NBA range, as Njoga is down. Jason Njoga, the big senior out of the Garden State. New Jersey native down on the floor right in front of the Pirates bench, and a timeout with 2:05 remaining in the first half. Trainer still attending to Njoga, who is down, still on his back. Obviously something you never want to see.
Looked like there was contact to the face. Trying to get the rebound.
Now the big man back on his feet, and that is a very good sign as big Jason Njoga out of Willingboro, New Jersey will head to the sideline to be checked out. No, Pirates ball, 2:05 remaining in the half, 35-27 Southwestern. They are dominating the glass, 22-11 in terms of total rebounds. They've allowed just 3 offensive rebounds for Rhodes. Gomez in the backcourt. Southwestern trying to end this first half on a high note. Gomez for 3. Off the front of the iron. Jones with the rebound. Sam Maddox thought about a 3 in transition. Instead, he'll take it in. Is knocked away. Anakpene ruled last to touch it. Neo Franco coming on, taking the place of Zach Gomez. Talented freshman out of Attleboro, Mass. Dempsey. Setting the screen for Lombard. Lombard lost it. Out of bounds, Pirate ball. Again, Luke Mills in there, forcing the turnover.
Luke Mills right now, 7 rebounds in the first half.
And that does not even
22.
Take into account what he's doing, the hustle plays, forcing the turnovers. I mean, he's been a force here in half number 1.
He's all over the court.
Mills playing inspired tonight. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Mills, Franco for 3. Unable to knock it down. Jones had Maddox in the corner. He'll take it himself, and he'll finish. Will Sean Jones Jr. 6-point game, under a minute remaining here in half number 1. Mills. And Nakpene. Mills again fades away. Oh, that would have been absolutely spectacular, but Luke Mills draws the foul and will have 2 free throws coming his way. Why not? He's done everything else. Why not hit the fade away from the free throw line while being fouled?
Would not surprise me at all.
Junior out of San Antonio. They're in the northwest part of the Alamo City, Reagan High School product. The fastest growing part of San Antonio, just continues to push out that way. Bulverde, and now on to Bernie. Bernie just seems like northern San Antonio suburb at this point. Mills, 1 of 2 in that trip to the line, but he does make it a 7-point game. Bennett in the corner. And the 3 knocked down by Jasek. Back to a 4-point game. That is a huge bucket for Jacek and the Lynx here at the end of the first half. Franco. That 3 attempt off the top of the backboard and the shot clock. So it'll give the Lynx one more opportunity, 9 seconds remaining. And they could cut this to a one-possession game. Momentum-wise, that would be absolutely massive. Phil Dotson, leading scorer for the Lynx, back on. Bennett, 5 seconds. Bennett fouled by Franco, and Franco says, how? I was the one who ended up on the ground sliding away. Franco with his first and the 6th foul on the Pirates. So 5.31 seconds remaining here at the end of the first half. Dotson, Hatcher defending. Dotson, unable to find it. Lewis will not get the attempt off in time as the first half comes to a close. 36-32, Southwestern leading the top team in the Southern Athletic Association. We'll step aside for 15 minutes. When we return, we're going to get you first half stats and ready for half number 2 here at the Robertson Center in Georgetown. Pirates, a very impressive display through the first 20 minutes as they lead 36-32 at half. Welcome back. Moments before the start of half number 2 here at Southwestern. Glad to have you with us at the Robertson Center. Game 2 in our doubleheader between Rhodes and Southwestern. The women of Southwestern, very impressive, victorious 73-39 in game 1. Now the men following suit as they lead the #1 team in conference 36-32 at half alongside Jordan McClure-Williams and Kip McConico. Jordan, first half stats, what stands out to you?
All right. So rebounding for the Pirates, always strong. At least this game it was. 23 rebounds as a team compared to the Lynx 15 rebounds. Now, when we look at total points, no Pirate is in double digits for points. It's a full team effort today.
Yeah, right you are. Zach Gomez with 8, Anakpene 7, Hatcher also with 7. Lynx will have the opening possession of half number 2. Southwestern fell to 43% from the field shooting at the end of the first half. The Lynx improved after a very slow start, now shooting almost 45%, but still a 4-point Pirate lead. Southwestern just 2 of 4 from the line. We mentioned the issues with free throw shooting. Lynx 3 of 3 from the line, but rebounding, that's the big one, and just 3 offensive rebounds in the first half for Rhodes compared to 10 for Southwestern. Aiden Lewis hard to the hoop, draws the foul, and will have an opportunity to record the first points of the second half as he heads to the line. Foul charged to Sam Maddox, his second. Lewis, obviously a stellar player, but free throw shooting has been a real issue for the Super Soft at just 38%. I've said it before, Jordan, but if he can get that part of his game down as good as he is, if he can knock him down from the free throw line, he could be virtually unstoppable. Misses both.
Does have 2 more years.
He has plenty of time. I have a feeling Coach Strike is going to say the free throw line is where you're going to be spending your entire summer. That would probably be time well spent. Neither team able to record points in the second half thus far. Knocked away and right back into the hands of Dempsey. He was fortuitous and made the most of it. Hatcher leaks out in transition. Lewis couldn't get the ball into his hands. Now Anakpene. Step back from the elbow, sinks it. Anakpene, first points in half number 2. Lynx unable to respond with a 3. Rebound batted into the hands of Shobi. Over to Aiden Lewis in the corner, looking to work on his opposite number, Sam Maddox. Spins off the glass. Beautiful finish for Lewis. Lewis puts the Pirates back on top by 6, just 2 minutes into the second half. Jones able to find Dempsey. Nice reverse from number 11 in white. Back and forth here to start the second half. The quick pace of play we saw in the first half continuing. Mills, baseline jumper, unable to knock it down. Jones. Underneath on Lewis, has the size advantage and takes advantage. Oh, Lewis breaking the ankles of Jones, right back at him, and Lewis, oh, in and out. Now here comes Sean Jones Jr. the other way. Looking underneath, stolen away by Lewis, came in out of nowhere. Hatcher fires it down. Bringing the crowd to their feet at the Robertson Center. Hatcher, the senior, with a huge slam. And Dempsey on the other end, fouled by Mills. Jack Dempsey heads to the line. Senior from Marietta, Georgia, have 2 free throws coming his way.
At the line for the Lynx, number 11, Jack Dempsey.
Jordan, I've got to be honest here. Jack Dempsey, I mean, come on. That's a name that's hard to beat, one of the greatest boxers of all time. Young man's parents did him a solid right there.
Yeah, I really can't say much.
Not a boxing fan, Jordan?
Not really.
Oh, we have plenty of time. Dempsey unable to take advantage of the free throws. Dre Moss, who'd come on with the rebound. Very even first half, both teams with 6 points. Pirates still this 4-point lead. They have not slowed any after the halftime break. You wondered if that might be the case. It is not. Moss stolen away by Lombard. Excuse me, Dotson rather. Mills able to poke it away. Lewis diving and out of bounds. Aiden Lewis the last to touch it. What a job by Lewis, giving up his body.
And that is a prime example of why our entire Pirate bench has tape somewhere. They will be diving, sliding, jumping, doing anything possible to get the basketball.
15:47 remaining in the game, 42-38 Pirates. Again, we remind you, if you have not, I ask you to download our Southwestern Athletics mobile app. While you're at it, you can subscribe and like our YouTube channel. Even Steven here in the second half. And you look at the stats, I mean, field goal percentage, Southwestern at 45, Rhodes at 47. Everything even with the exception of the rebounds, 25-19 in favor of Southwestern. But Rhodes, after a slow start, starting to get back into this one. Southwestern needs to be very careful not to take their foot off the gas even the slightest bit.
I agree. I mean, we talked about it before they went into the locker room. How are the Pirates going to come back out being in the lead going into halftime? It's an unfamiliar situation, especially with a top-ranked team in the conference.
And Rhodes, you wondered if maybe a little mental fatigue. This is their 5th away game in a row. They have won all 5. They will head home the final 4 games of the regular season there at Mallory Gymnasium in Memphis. But playing 5 games in a row, that takes its toll.
Yes, it does, especially with all the traveling nowadays. I mean, they're not used to flying to Texas. I mean, they're used to making these road trips to Georgia and still in Tennessee and Kentucky. Now they're just jumping on an airplane and having to fly down here to play not only us, but Trinity before on Friday night in a really fast-paced, close game.
That's a great point. Came away with that 1-point victory over Trinity in San Antonio for their 8th win in a row. Nice spin move. Maddox able to finish off the glass. Their last loss was against Millsaps at home back on January the 3rd. They've lost just once in conference. They've lost just once on the road this season. That was at Wash U back in late November. A very complete team for Zoe Goodson's side. Lewis immediately goes to work, and somehow I thought that shot was blocked, and Lewis regathered it and made the basket. And the whistle on the other end, maybe a bit late for Pirates' liking, is Dotson, the man who ends up underneath the basket, and he will head to the line. Foul charge to Dre Moss, his first. And the conference's leading scorer, Phil Dotson, the senior from Memphis out of Collierville High School, to the line. Dotson, a 71% free throw shooter. Curious, Dotson not in the starting lineup, but he came on relatively quickly and averaging better than 20 points a game. The Lynx allow the fewest points a game in conference, less than 68 points, 67.5 to be exact. Pirates already with 44 and still 15 minutes remaining. 2-point game. Dodson taking advantage of the trip to the line. Rhodes working their way back into this one, trailed by as many as 11 in the first half, did the Lynx. Lewis lost it. A last touch by J6, so it'll stay with the Pirates. Knockmanay to inbound, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hatcher, Jacek there defending. Still Hatcher, 5 seconds. 3 seconds, Hatcher fades away off the mark. Jacek wisely slowing things down. Back to Dotson, Dre Moss defending. Dotson, a little floater from the logo. Franco there with the rebound. Lewis leaks out in transition. Lewis! Oh, nearly and one. He is fouled. A hard foul from Tyler Jacek will send Aiden Lewis to the line. Jacek with his first, and the second team foul as Lewis back to the line for the Pirates. Mentioned the team effort. Lewis, 10 points, but now 0 of 3 from the line tonight. Mills comes back on. Only catcher a well-deserved rest. Another miss from Lewis, starting to get frustrated. You could tell that reaction after the free throw. Lombard for 3. Short. And stolen away. Dre Moss had the rebound, but his pass intended for Knockmanay was short. And right to the cup goes Dodson. And we are tied at 44. Pirates, danger time now. Franco for 3. Southwestern needs to be very careful. Lynx have come back to tie this one. Pirates starting to get a bit cold from the field. Jones underneath. He's got it over Mills. John Jones Jr. putting the Lynx ahead for the first time in the second half. 13-15 remaining in the half. They'll actually 13-17 as they'll stop it. And it's 46-44 Pirates trailing here at home after an 11-point lead in the first half. Southwestern still winning the rebounding battle, but the Pirates just 2 of 8, 25% from the free throw line, and that is not going to cut it. Southwestern has led almost 26 minutes of this game. Rhodes, they have led for a whopping 11 seconds, and those are the last 11 seconds.
Yeah, it makes you think, what has their coach said to them to give them just this this burst of energy onto the court? Just be like, okay, no, we're not gonna lose this game. Like, we didn't play the first half great, but what are we gonna do to fix that?
I'm old enough. The coaches used to threaten players. I don't think they do anymore. I have a feeling my coach would have said, it is a long walk back to Memphis unless you get it together. Obviously, it's tongue-in-cheek, but in all seriousness, I mean, whatever Zoe Goodson had to say at halftime has had the intended effect. It's worked. They're coming out. Rhodes has outscored Southwestern 14-8 in the second half.
Yeah.
Pirates led by 4 at the break, but the second half has belonged to the top team in conference. And they've now put themselves ahead for the first time today. Southwestern needs to respond. Against a team as good as Rhodes, you have to keep it close. Once they start going, watch out. Franco will get it back. Mills At the top of the key, Anokpene likes the matchup here with Romberg. Anokpene still out to Franco. 4 seconds on the shot clock for Shobi. Shobi, step back three. And in for the rebound is big Sean Jones Jr. The Maryland native really turning it on in the second half. Jones thought about the three. Dotson. Jones now fires for three, off the mark, but rebound by Ramberg. Lombard. And out of bounds off of Cass Ramberg. Senior from Minneapolis. It'll be Pirates ball, 12:28 remaining as Franco comes off. Zach Gomez back on for Southwestern. Excuse me, Batts, Hatcher, Gomez, Mills, and Anokpene, the five on the floor for first-year head coach Matt Strike. Anokpene, Maddox there defending. Anokpene likes it, and he will draw the foul on Sam Maddox. Sophomore from Arkansas, can't believe it. That is the third on Maddox. And Anokpene, the Pirates' leading scorer, heading to the line for the first time tonight. A 79% free throw shooter. Lewis back on for the Pirates. Dempsey and Huxtable back on for the Lynx. No mistake from Shobi. He ties it at 46, 12:05 remaining. So little of that energy that the Pirates had so much of in the first half seems to have dissipated. Can they get it back? Dotson nearly lost it. Now back to Huxtable. Underneath, Dempsey the target. Mills stole it away. Mills again coming up big. Gomez from way downtown. Batts able to keep it alive, finds Lewis. What a play by Sawyer Batts as Lewis finishes. But give the freshman from Dallas credit. He kept that alive and gave Lewis the opportunity. As a timeout taken, 11:20 remaining. Pirates back on top, 48-46, and a back-and-forth affair here in Georgetown. All right, Jordan, real question. Who are you taking tonight? You going with the Patriots or the Seahawks? Super Bowl Sunday. Cowboys aren't in it.
Ugh.
I know, very disappointing for you and I both.
Not really.
Okay. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's America's team. And as a Texan from North Texas, come on. Who are you going with? East Coast, West Coast?
You know, nobody hate me for this one, but I really don't care who wins.
That's fine. You don't have to.
But if I'm going to pick one, I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
Okay. Fair enough. That's completely fair. All right.
I just need my little Super Bowl square to win that I put some money in.
That's as good a reason as any. I have a 70-year-old nephew in Seattle who is a diehard Seahawks fan, and the only reason I'm rooting for the Seahawks is if they win, I will guarantee you it's the greatest thing that happened in his 70 years of life. He will lose his 70-year-old mind. So simply for him, I'm rooting for the Seahawks.
That's so nice of you.
I know. It's probably the nicest thing I've ever done as an uncle. Generally, I just give them a lot of candy and then send them back to their parents.
It's the best part about being an uncle or an aunt.
It really is. Get those kids hyper, full of candy and sugar, and
go back to your parents.
Right back to your parents. 11:20 remaining in regulation, 48-46. Pirates on top of the top-ranked team in conference, the Rhodes College Lynx. Rhodes 9-1 in conference, and a very impressive 17-3 overall. But they are getting all they can handle today from the Pirates in Georgetown. Dotson. Pirates have done a very good job of keeping Dotson in check. Dotson just 8 points, averages better than 20. Dotson takes it in, he's short. Lewis there. Aiden Lewis somehow able to find Gomez. Lewis well out to get it, likes the matchup with Lombard. Lewis in, off the glass. Lewis with 14 points to lead all scorers. Jones going right at him, kicked out now, Huxtable. Blocked, ends up with Jones, and he's gonna end up at the line after Sean Jones Jr. is fouled by Aiden Lewis. That is just the second on Lewis and the third team foul.
Atlanta Lynx number 0, Sean Jones.
Jones, a 70% free throw shooter. No trouble on the first. Jones 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting, also 8 rebounds. That's where he's been most effective, is on the glass. And Akpene coming back on. Jones hits them both, back to a 2-point game. Southwestern not able to find that breathing room they had in the first half where they led by as many as 11. Hatcher, one further, Anakpene swinging at Lewis. Fouled by Dempsey. And the speed of Lewis, Dempsey got there a split second late, and that was enough. Back to Gomez, he'll reset things. 12 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time for Southwestern in this possession. Gomez skips it over to Batts for 3. Short. Maddox there with the rebound, somehow didn't travel. And out of bounds, Batts last to touch it. It'll stay with Mason Bennett and Rhodes. Now over halfway through the final 20 minutes. 9:34 remaining. Is Luke Mills back on for Batts. Coach Strike trying to keep everybody fresh. A lot of substitutions here. Bennett looking to take Anakpene off the dribble. Got stuck as Mills came to help. Maddox. Jasek inside trying to find Dempsey. Instead, it's Lewis. And the ball on the floor. Both Jones and Gomez vying for possession. It'll be Pirate ball. The Pirates, I mean, they are, you said it, not shy about giving up the body. If that ball is on the hardwood, you just see black jerseys flying for it.
Yeah, that's both teams, our men's and our women's team.
Yeah, right you are. Lewis going baseline. And the foul will be on Tyler Jasek. That is his second and the 15th foul on the Lynx. Yeah, what a difference year 3 has been for the women. Coach Creasel Bigler's side, they'd won a combined 12 games in the first 2 seasons. They've won 12 this year already.
I know. That's what you want to see from a head coach.
She's certainly made the adjustment this year, and that very impressive freshman class coming in and immediately contributing. Anakpane, the baseline. It's going to be a foul against the Pirates. And it's going to be on Mills, his 3rd, and the 4th team foul. A very fast pace in the first half. Things have slowed down here in the second. I think that's because the game has been so much tighter. Neither team willing to make a mistake, and they know every possession is so important. Maddox driving in. Gomez now to Bennett. Bennett off the glass, and we're tied at 50. Back and forth we go. Lewis with 14 to lead the Pirates. Maddox 13 to lead the Lynx. Huxtable defending Lewis. Lewis hangs and draws the foul. And back to the free throw line will go Aiden Lewis. And the 4th foul now on Dempsey. Lewis back to the line where he is 0 of 4 tonight. Does have 14 points to lead all scorers. 7 of 12 shooting, also 7 rebounds. But the poor free throw shooting continues to be an issue. Southwestern just 4 of 11 from the line. And you compare that to the 7 of 9 for Rhodes. That's a big difference in a tight game.
Yeah, I mean, free throws can make or break a game.
Another miss from Lewis. Yet to hit from the charity stripe today. Huxtable by Lewis. Huxtable with the reverse, and the Aussie puts the Lynx on top by 2. Lewis wants to return the favor right at Huxtable and throws it away. Lewis looking for the foul, won't get the call there. Bennett in transition. Jasek for 3. Now Hatcher on the other end. 3 in transition, he's got it. And he puts the Pirates back ahead, 53-52. Massive 3 from Hatcher and the Pirates. Maddox. And it's going to be a blocking foul against Mills. Thought for sure that was going to be an offensive foul. The officials saw otherwise. And Mills.
That's 4.
With 4, and that is a 15 foul. Right you are, and that is a huge 4th foul with 7:05 remaining. Still a lot of basketball to go. And the Pirates on top by 1.
I think the refs are going to actually review Luke Hatcher's 3.
Interesting.
Might have seen a toe on the line. I don't know. We're about to see.
Our officials will indeed take a look at the monitor, and we'll take the opportunity to again thank our corporate partners. Don Hewlett Chevrolet, Airmark Food and Facility Services, Rudy's Barbecue, Double Davis Pizza, Frost Bank, Texas Honey Ham, Rivery Coffee, Fairfield Inn and Residence Inn, Ideal Signs, Frontier Bank, Syntex Shirts and Embroidery, Jeremiah's Italian Ice, and Higginbotham Insurance. Thanks to our sponsors, their continued support of Southwestern. Well, just a 1-point game, 7:05 remaining. That good news for Southwestern maybe, because they've had 9 games decided by 5 points or fewer. They're 6-3 in those 9 games. But I don't know that you want to be in games that tight all the time. They were in one on Friday. They fell by 4 points. Excuse me, just 3 points, 72-69 to Millsaps here on Friday. But it takes a toll being in those games that are always that tight all the time.
Yeah, I don't think it's really good for anybody's anxiety, heart, anything at this point.
Some of us are older than others, so exactly. If they could just kind of think about
just the stress level
you
right
and I.
now.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think it'd just be nice for us to just go in the halftime up 20. They're like, oh, this is a breeze.
The women did that. The women did that earlier. They were victorious 73-39. They got off to a quick start, never looked back, never trailed after the first quarter. And so I'm very, very appreciative of that. The men, they always want to make it interesting.
They like to have a little bit more fun in these close games.
They're certainly doing that here.
There's no feeling like hitting a game winner.
Yeah, Shobi and
If you hit it.
he can attest to that. So Dotson back on. 7 minutes exactly remaining. Huxtable off the side of the backboard. Southwestern clinging to this 1-point lead. Franco and Moss on the floor for Southwestern. Gomez for three. Off the back of the iron, Dre Moss with a huge rebound. Lewis underneath, couldn't finish it. Huxtable there with the rebound. Jackson Huxtable, the Sydney, Australia native, taking it himself. And Huxtable fouled. Hard to the floor. Goes to former Montverde Academy man. Lewis picking up his third and the 16th foul. Big influx of Australian players to the U.S. recently. Obviously, the game growing by leaps and bounds in both Australia and New Zealand. But we've seen a lot of them, and not just the collegiate ranks, but the NBA as well. Huxtable, second leading scorer, averaging over 16 points a game, 72% free throw shooter. Hits them both. 54-53. Lynx retake the lead. The Lynx were in a fight Friday in San Antonio, came away with a 1-point victory over Trinity, and they are in one here today in Georgetown. Hatcher working on Huxtable. Big rebound from Ramberg. Huxtable underneath, able to get by Hatcher. Huxtable starting to feel it. Now 6 points, just 2 of 7 shooting though for the Aussie. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Pirates. Another quick break for one of the Pirates starters, and Akpene on the bench for maybe 90 seconds, and he's back out on the floor. Lewis, looking for the monster dunk. He is fouled. Pirates bench ready to explode had he been able to throw that one down. Foul charge to Ramberg, his first. Lewis leading all scorers with 14 points, but he is 0 of 6 from the free throw line. Maybe the broadcaster's curse works both ways. We'll
Reverse
see.
psychology.
There we go. That's
Let's try it again.
See if it works one more time. Lewis shooting better than 53%, 7 of 13 from the field, also 8 rebounds. But the free throw line continues to be an issue. Huxtable, and one. And the man from New South Wales after a slow start, really making an impact here these last few minutes.
Yeah, the game's not over until the buzzer sounds.
And that is still 5:24 away. Huxtable, no trouble, hits the free throw. 59-54, Lynx on top by 5. Another critical possession for Southwestern. They cannot allow this deficit to continue to grow. Stolen away, Bennett by Anakpene, Mason Bennett. Fouled. Bennett, junior from Canton, Georgia, going to the line to extend the Lynx lead. As Anakpene picks up his first and the 8th team foul on the Pirates. Bennett just a 44% free throw shooter. Unable to extend the lead. 2 misses, still 59-54. Rhodes on top. Under 5 minutes remaining. Gomez working on his opposite number, Dotson. Batts thought about it, instead drives into Sawyer Batts, and he is fouled by Ramberg. That'll be the second on Cass Ramberg. So Sawyer Batts to the line for the Pirates is the freshman. That's another player with issues at the line this season, just a 47% free throw shooter. Good on the first. Batts 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting. This is his first trip to the line today. Hits them both. 1 possession game, 59-56. Lynx on top. Huxtable at the free throw line, likes the matchup with Hatcher. Huxtable underneath. Couldn't get it to go. Batts with the rebound. Great work defensively from Sawyer Batts. A 3 will tie it. Gomez takes it in. No, kicked out. Anakpene to tie. Dotson there with the rebound. Dotson blowing by Batts, and it's back to a 5-point game. Hatcher. Anakpene, another 3. Same spot. Unfortunately, the same result for the Pirates. And a timeout taken by the Lynx. 3:35 remaining, 61-56. Rhodes on top of Southwestern.
It's always a close one, I feel like.
It has been today. Well, the first half, not so much. Pirates led by as many as 11, but the 4-point lead going into the second half. Southwestern has been outscored 29-20 here in the second half, and after a slow start, top team in conference has really picked it up. Again, we remind you, you will have one final opportunity to see the Pirates in person here at home. That'll be Saturday, February the 21st. Trinity makes the trip up I-35. The eternal rivalry that is Trinity and Southwestern. We will have it, the women at 2, men at 4, and that is the last home game of the season for Southwestern women's and men's basketball.
Yep. See y'all in the Robertson in 2026, the end of 2026.
Yeah, it's going to be the last time you have the opportunity. Pirates on the road for the next 2. They head to the Peach State to take on Berry College next Friday, and then Sunday in Atlanta to face Oglethorpe. Rhodes heads home the final 4 games of the season in the friendly confines of Mallory Gymnasium. They host Swanee and Center next weekend, and then the following Oglethorpe and Barry make the trip up. So as good as they've been, get your final 4 games at home, they definitely have a chance to go into the conference tournament as the 1 seed. But let's not look ahead. 3:35 remaining here, and they are in a fight. 61-56. Dotson to inbound, and his coach, Zoe Goodson, knows this is a critical possession. Huxtable matching up with Lewis. Huxtable just simply too deep. That big 6'6" frame for the senior. This is the largest lead for the visitors. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Pirates. 7-point Lynx lead. As Mills comes off, Gomez back on for the black and gold. Today, the black and white. Gomez in the corner. Turn back. Bats for 3. He's got it. Back to a 4-point game. 3 minutes remaining. Bats with a huge triple.
Yeah, the Pirates needed that one.
Bennett underneath. Huxtable takes it in yet again off the glass. Jackson Huxtable now 13 points. Co-leader for the Lynx. He and Maddox both with 13, and 11 of those 13 from Huxtable have come in the second half. He started the game 1 of 6 from the field, did the Australian, but he's definitely picked it up of late. Foul charge to the aforementioned Jackson Huxtable. That is simply his first. And that'll send a Nakpane to the line. Nakpane 2 of 2 from the charity stripe today. Good on the first. Mills back on. Some offensive for defensive substitutions for the Pirates. Joby drops it in.
Mills has to be careful. He does have 4 fouls.
2:20 remaining. Mills, the only Pirate in danger of fouling out. Huxtable for 3. He's got it. The Aussie has turned in an incredibly impressive second half performance. Now 16 points to lead all scorers. Much like the Lynx, he was cold in the first half. He has turned it here in the second. And back to a 7-point lead. Huxtable batting this one out of bounds. Pirates take a timeout. 1:49 remaining. Rhodes on top. 68-61. One last time, we'll take the opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors. Rudy's Barbecue, Ideal Signs, Rivery Coffee, Fairfield and Residence Inn, Texas Honey Ham, and Airmark Food and Facility Services. And again, we remind you, if you have not already, encourage you to download our Southwestern University Athletics mobile app and to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Jordan, it's a cliche, but this has truly been the tale of 2 halves today.
Yeah, you are not lying.
Pirates led 36-32 at halftime. They've been outscored 36-25 here in the second half, and Pirates were so good in the first half. They shot 43% from the field, but it was really what they were doing on the glass, just dominating the rebounds, points in the paint, really everything going their way. Second chance points. That has changed here, and not over yet, says Luke Hatcher. Hatcher back to a 4-point game, 90 seconds remaining. And one thing about the Pirates, they do not go quietly. They will fight until the final second, and they are doing so, and they need to do so here today.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at just the second half stats. Rhodes is out rebounding the Pirates 18-12. They are Southwestern's leading in three-pointers, 3 for 10. Not great, but Rhodes is 1 for 6. Free throws this half, they've each made 7.
But I was about to bring that up. I hate to bring this to continue with this broken record. Pirates are trailing by 4. They are 9 of 18 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
That's the difference right now. Rhodes 10 of 14 from the line. And if you want to distill it to the most basic of essences, that's it. The free throws. Mills bats it away, got the inbound. Gomez with a little floater. And a whistle as Mills hard to the ground, grabbing at that right shin. And it's going to be on Mills. Mills, that is his 5th, and so Mills will foul out with 1:24 remaining. Mills, obviously worse for wear, but he was done for the afternoon. And Mills will finish things up with 5 points, 2 of 4 shooting, also 7 rebounds and 2 steals.
I would like to point out, the ref did say it was an undercut, but Mills was the one on the ground.
He was definitely the one grasping at his shin. He was the one in pain. There's no one from the Rhodes in that situation. Pirates fans voicing their displeasure. But the foul on Mills will be his 5th and end the game for him, and it'll send Sam Maddox to the line, the sophomore from North Little Rock, Arkansas. Maddox unable to hit it. Big miss there for Maddox. Still a 4-point game. Gomez being harassed by Dotson, able to find Lewis. Anokpene. On to Hatcher. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Hatcher out of bounds off the knee of Cass Ramberg. It'll Pirates ball, but just 3 seconds to work with. Lewis, 2 seconds. Lewis got it off in time, but the miss. Bats out to Anokpene for 3. Another miss out to Bennett. Bennett in transition, and he is fouled by Gomez with 42 seconds remaining.
Gonna review that one.
A lot of contact there by Gomez. Not surprised that our officials are going to take another look to see if that is possibly a flagrant foul on Zach Gomez. Initially just a common foul, but it will be Mason Bennett at the line shooting 2 after the timeout. 68-64, Lynx on top. Gomez with his second 10th team foul on the Pirates. Again, Pirates on the road at Barry and Oglethorpe next weekend. Back here the following on the 21st. That is Saturday against Trinity. And Jordan, next weekend, Southwestern softball home opener, doubleheader on Valentine's Day.
Whoop, whoop.
You, TJ Vela, and I all spending Valentine's Day together. Make of that what you will.
Sounds like a great pair.
It's going to be a party. It's going to be fantastic out at T. Sandy.
Yeah, I don't think there's any better way to spend Valentine's Day than to come out and watch Southwestern softball just break the hearts of the UMHB Crusaders.
Could not agree more. TJ Velo will be there. Again this season, heard that just due to popular demand, he's now charging for autographs. I mean, in the past he's given away for free, but when you sign as many as he does, I mean, at some point you have to start charging, let's be honest.
I don't blame him.
Okay. I don't understand what that's like. Normally people are just saying things and throwing things at me, but TJ's a little different.
Same. And I do the stats.
You do have an incredibly difficult job. I love the fact that no matter what happens, people are going to argue. So Bennett at the line, and after our officials reviewed,
Flagrant foul.
that is indeed the case on Gomez. So just 42 seconds remaining. Mason Bennett can go a long way into securing this victory for the Lynx.
You know, I'm not a coach, but in that situation, wouldn't it have been better to let him make it and then you get possession of it back?
And time.
Because now Rhodes had two free throws, literally 2 free points, and they have possession.
And they have a 6-point lead with just 42 seconds remaining. Bennett doing his job at the line. Huxtable inside, Lombard pulls it out into the hands of Dotson. Bats defending. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Dotson, 4 seconds. Dotson heaves it up and almost hit it.
Hit the top.
It did indeed. So Southwestern will have possession. 20 seconds remaining. Shot clock turned off. The Pirates down 6.
Pirates are going to have to be quick.
No time to waste for Southwestern if they're going to mount another epic comeback. Lewis into the paint. Lewis spinning underneath, and he is fouled by Cass Ramberg. That is the third on Ramberg, and that'll send Lewis to the line. 15.71 seconds remaining. Pirates leading scorer today, 15 points, 7 of 14 shooting, also 10 rebounds, a double-double. But poor free throw shooting continues. Lewis now 1 of 9 from the line. Lewis makes it a 5-point game. This may well come down to a free throw shooting competition. That would be good news for the visitors, as they are 70% from the line. Dotson able to get away from Bats at least momentarily, but he is fouled by Sawyer with 14 seconds remaining. So it'll be the conference's leading scorer, Bill Dotson, at the line. Dotson 2 of 2. Dotson has been held to just 10 points, averages 20 a game. Just 4 of 11 shooting. Southwestern's done a very good job. Dotson can make it a 7-point game. Pirates take a timeout, 14 seconds remaining, 71-65. They trail here at home. Again, we said it, really the tale of two halves. Southwestern came out on fire. I think they caught Rhodes napping a bit. Rhodes took a lot of time to get into this game. They were very slow to start, trailed by 4 at halftime, but the second half it's belonged to the Lynx. They've outscored Southwestern by 10 in the second half.
Honestly, I mean, for Rhodes, I think it's just Jackson Huxtable. I mean, he has been unstoppable this second half.
Huxtable has 16 points on 6 of 12 shooting. In the first half, he was 1 of 6 from the field.
I mean, MVP for Rhodes the second half right there. Huxtable. That's been Rhodes' guy, at least in the second half.
Senior from Sydney, Australia, by way of Montverde Academy, that basketball powerhouse in Florida. Produced so many impressive collegiate and professional players. But Huxtable, just, I said it earlier, I mean, basketball has continued to grow by leaps and bounds in Australia the last few years. Obviously, footy and cricket, such huge sports, rugby as well. But basketball has really made its impact on the national landscape there in the land of Oz. Second attempt from Dotson. Hits them both, 72-65. And Nakpane. Gomez for three. Hits it. 7:55 remaining, 7.55 seconds, 4-point game. Huxtable wants it, stolen away by Bats. It's off of Huxtable. It'll be Pirates' ball. Well, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen this before.
It's not over till the final buzzer.
Coach Goodson of Rhodes unhappy with that. Our officials right there on the spot saw that it came off of Huxtable. So Nakpane to inbound. Gomez around the screen. Gomez for three. Off the side of the iron. Dotson there. Huxtable. And that will do it. Rhodes is going to hold on, and they will take it 72-68, the final. The victory moves the Lynx to 18-3 overall, and more importantly, 9-1 in conference. The loss drops the Pirates to 11-11 overall and 4-7 in conference play.
Yeah, I mean, props to the Pirates for coming out and just delivering a strong, competitive first half. I mean, even the second half. I mean, Rhodes just went to the locker room at halftime and came out and had a fire in them that don't think the Pirates quite expected after a first half that close.
Well, the victory, Rhodes comes back in the second half, and that is 9 in a row for the Lynx as they head home for the Final Four of the regular season. Pirates lost the last two, both heartbreakers here at home. That'll do it for us. Big thanks to Jordan McClure-Williams, nice enough to join me. Thanks to you for joining us and for your continued support of Southwestern University Athletics. We will see you right here, the final home game of the season, Saturday, February the 21st, against Trinity. The women at 2, the men at 4. One last time, the final from the Robertson Center. Rhodes College Lynx 72, your Southwestern Pirates 68.